What's up, Trail and Summit? My name's Kevin. I'm here with my CLC Teardrop camper. This is a kit that comes from a company called Chesapeake Lightcraft, and they send you all the parts. You put it together yourself. It takes on average about 3 months to put together. I wish I could say I built it myself, but I didn't. I bought it from the guy who built it with his dad in South Carolina, and my wife and I bought it there and spent about 2.5 months traveling across the United States back to Oregon, camping the whole time, and it was a really great way to see parts of the country we'd never seen before. So I'll kind of give you a little tour of the outside first here. It's built out of marine grade plywood, coated with fiberglass on the inside and outside. It makes it just watertight. It's really watertight. Built kind of like a boat. The company actually typically does boat kits, kayaks and things like that. So it's built a lot like a boat. Let's see, so there's a door on either side, so we've got exits and entrance for both people. Coming around, we've got this canopy, which I'll open here at the end, but this is a shade or rain canopy from ARB, Touring Edition here. These little vents here, we've got 2 up at the head and 2 down at the feet. They're called mushroom vents. And then you open these at night, and there's a little vent fan on top. You blow air out at night, and it creates really good circulation at night, so you don't overheat in there. Works really well, actually. Around the back here, this is sort of the kitchen galley. It's got a lot of storage. It's a nice flat place to cook. We did all of our cooking back here. We had a 2-burner stove, kind of chopping up stuff right here. I cut all of these little pads just to keep everything from vibrating too much back here and scratching stuff up. And it's got a little storage bin right there. We had this thing stocked on our drive across the country, and this was a really useful kitchen that's carried a ton of stuff for us. We got a lot of use out of that. Let's see, coming over on the side, you've got, this is actually a solar shower, so I think it holds about 7 gallons of water. We fill it up here, and then the sun, since it's black PVC pipe, the sun heats it up during the day, and you can take a shower in the evening. We just has this little bike valve here, and we put an air inflator hooked up to that. That's powered by the cigarette lighter in the car, and we pump it with about 20 psi of air, and then hook up a little hose here, and we have a little exterior shower that we set up and take a shower inside, and it works great, actually. We use that quite a bit. Let's see, yeah, the other door, we've got the other 2 mushroom vents at the front. I'll show you, they're really easy to open up. That's all it takes. Just do that, and then in the morning before you hit the road, just close them back up. And we've got this storage bin on the front. This carried a lot of our extra stuff, like a camping table. This is the shower that we set up here. Got a little, this bag has a bug net that zips onto the ARB awning in case you're in a really buggy area. You can keep all the mosquitoes and stuff out. This carried a lot of stuff. It's usually more full than this, but I can't have it cleaned out right now. Spare tire up here on the front. And this thing is really light. It's only, let's see, dry weight, it's in the neighborhood of about 600 pounds. So we just had a compact SUV towing it, and we couldn't even tell that we were towing it. It was so light. So it handles really well. I actually just pulled it out here. It's so light I just move it around by hand when it's not hooked up to the car, and it's really easy. We also have this roof rack. It's a Thule roof rack that the awning and the solar shower are attached to. It's bolted from the inside. Also has weatherproof sealant around it so that there's no water leaking inside. You could also, and I've seen this before, people put a rooftop box, cargo box on top to carry extra gear and stuff. We actually had one on our car. That's why we didn't put one on the camper. But yeah, it's pretty bomb-proof, really solid. So inside, it's actually more roomy than you would think. It has a queen-size mattress inside. It's a 4-inch really comfortable foam mattress, and we have this pushed all the way tight to the foot of the camper on the inside, and it gives us an extra about 9 inches at the head, which we put a couple of baskets there for extra storage at night. And we have a little Goal Zero solar battery in there, which powers the vent fan in the ceiling at night, and we can get a couple of nights out of that battery before needing to recharge it. It's also got this nice storage shelf. We actually, when we were camping, we would kind of at night set up the laptop leaned up there and have a Bluetooth speaker and watch some Netflix, and it would just sound like a movie theater in there because it's such a nice enclosed space, and it has this foam headliner all around, so it's really actually pretty, you know, soundproof from the outside. And we kind of put like some hooks up here for hanging, you know, our hats and whatnot at night, headlamps and stuff. We got this little, so this headliner is it's a black foam headliner. The manufacturer of CLC says that it's the same stuff that's in like high-end luxury cars as the headliner, but it prevents condensation from building up and also insulates the inside. So in the cold you stay warmer, and in the heat you stay colder, and it provides quite a lot of good soundproofing as well. This memory foam mattress is 4 inches thick. It's very comfortable. Since it is only 4 inches thick, we actually had to order this special fitted sheet that has a shallow pocket on it, but this thing is actually more comfortable than a real bed. This little decal on the side isn't actually painted on, it's like a sticker. The guy who put the camper together bought that online, and he actually liked it so much he put one on his truck too. But we liked it, we left it on, and I think it looks pretty cool. So this fan, this vent fan that we run at night, just powers with a DC, same kind of charger that's in your cigarette lighter in your car. We plug it in here, turn the battery on, open this vent, and turn it on, and it cools the whole camper down pretty much instantly. For lighting at night, we have this little puck light. It's not the brightest thing, so we actually would bring in another solar Goal Zero light that we would just use a carabiner and hook onto here, and it would provide plenty of light at night for us. So that's how we lit it up in here. All right, so this is the ARB Touring awning, and this is the medium size. It's 6.5 feet and goes out 8.5 feet. Really easy to set up. My wife and I would usually do this together, but it's easy to do with just one person as well. There we go. So as you can see, it only takes literally like maybe a minute to set it up. And you can adjust the height of this just by, you just slightly twist it there. So at night we would usually leave this one corner tilted down, so if it were to rain, rain would just run off instead of pooling in the middle. But during the day we just have it up higher so we can walk underneath it. And it's got these little Velcro straps all the way around, so if it's windy, we've usually just put these on. I also rigged up some LED lighting up underneath here with this thin wire with little LED lights going around, and it just plugs into a USB battery, so you've got good lighting out here at night. And then it actually is just, it's so thin, it rolls up in the canopy and just stays in there all the time, so you're never having to put it up and take it back down. It just stays inside. I like to just set this thing right there while I put these bars away. flip this thing over. I've never had any issue. This is like a thick rubberized coating. I've never had any issue with any water or anything getting in there, so it's pretty watertight. So we did travel across the country with this. Took us about 2.5 months of camping on our way back across from the Carolinas to Oregon. I think the thing I liked most about it, a couple things really. One, it is a really good use of space. There's a ton of storage here in the back and on that box up there on the tongue. It's also a really good conversation starter. You know, traveling across the country, we're constantly in places we had never been before, and it's got a lot of people to approach us. A lot of locals would come up and talk to us about it and kind of give us the local spots to go check out and really cool things to go see and do that we wouldn't have otherwise known about. So yeah, we really liked the conversation starter aspect of it. My least favorite thing, I would probably say, if you are not running the fan, or if you're in a really hot place, like we were in upstate New York in late June and it was pretty warm early July, and it can get really warm in there without the fan running, and even with the fan running at night it wouldn't quite cool down until 11 o'clock at night, cool enough to fall asleep with. But it's only when it's really hot and humid. We are actually selling this. We love the thing, but we actually bought it with the intention of just driving across the country and selling it when we got back here to Oregon. So the link will be in the bio for the sales ad. Yeah, we do love this thing. We would hang on to it if we could. We just need to get rid of this so we can buy a second vehicle. Thanks Trail and Summit for checking out my CLC Teardrop. Have a good one.